Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast, The Hidden Power. I'm your host, Dr. Susan Koruthu, life psychologist and mind-willness coach. Today, I would like to talk about the New Year 2021, and I would like to give you a very good New Year message, and where you will be doing a life or death journal. As you all know, we closed a week coming from 2020 and entering into the 2021, the new year. And we know that many of us were not having a good year in the last year. 2020 gave us so much of pressure, so much of traumas, and maybe some people lost their job, their economic, or, they had a financial crisis, they had job crisis, some lost their loved ones, and some were suffering from this pandemic. There are many things happen to people, but there are some other group of people who really enjoyed 2021. They had more financial freedom, they had wealth, and they protected themselves from the pandemic, and they had a really exceptionally good year in 2020. And some had a normal life where they were protected, they were having the regular normal life as they were leading in the previous years. So whatever may be the case, we all need to close 2020 before we moving on to 2021. We all know time is everything. So we think that, time is, what I have is time in my life. And I sometimes think that I am moving, I am progressing. But in fact, you are not progressing or you are not moving unless you don't do anything. Action needs to be done, and there should be some result if you consider yourself as moving or progressing or living. But time is immortal. It just moves. It's just, it's just running. And how much or how fast and how consistent we are with this time is all about, our plans to achieve our goals, our experiences about our past, and what the actions that we do today. So when we consider the past, present, and future as our time frame, we all know that we have very limited time. Time is immortal. We are mortal. So time will be there, we are traveling with the time. We are time travelers. So we know that we have a very limited time, and the time period is from the birth to death. And in that particular time span, we have to do many things in our life to be progressive and successful. So what we need to do is we need to be understanding where we are and what happened in the past and what are the key learnings I have got in the past, and implement all the plans that I have got to achieve in my future, the goals, my dreams, and do that work today. I have to have that action done today by using all my intelligence, my resources, my time, and everything. And so that I get a result, what I'm planned for and what I have designed for. So in these three states, the past, present, and future states, when we are considering past is always, the analysis of my past is essential to be wise in my present and my future. And my doing well in the present life is essential for my future results and planning. And everything that I do is according to the plans that I have for the future. So because again, my present is again define my future plans. So where I'm in present living, I need both my past and my future. Otherwise, I won't be able to do the right action today. So when I'm considering the past, now we can say that we are in 2021. We all may be having an action. But if you are not having an action plan, maybe it's a kind of your goal, life goal plan, or, your action board you can create. You can just create a board where you just put everything that, this is what I want to achieve in 2021. I want to be someone like I need to be a senior most position in my profession, or I need to achieve so much of profit in my business. I want to expand my business, or I need to really survive from something which has bad happened in my previous year. So I need to really regain my balance, and whatever it is, whatever it may be, you just have to have an idea about that, and then you look back to the 2020. So a proper closing of 2020 is something that we are going to do now. So you look back to 2020 and you need to identify what happened, how was your life in the year 2020. So what you need to, that in every business, I'm a business psychologist as well. So we know that in every business, every office, the team performance or the overall company performance, every time one particular phase is completed, there will be periodic evaluation happens. Okay, in that particular evaluation, whether they have done bad, whether they have done good, or they are doing, in a kind of a consistent way, they just definitely look at those results and they say what went wrong, how we were doing, and do we need to do better in future? So what needs to be done? What are the key learning here, and what we did wrong so that we can correct those actions. So the corrective and preventive actions and steps are planned and taken and implemented in the due course to achieve whatever they are set for, to achieve their set goals. So we as individuals, I don't understand why we don't use this in our life. And most of us are working in many corporates and, very different offices. We all know that there is a performance evaluation of the individual as well as the company periodically. And that helps us to move ahead in a proper way in our life. So when you are analyzing your 2020, make sure that, the happy things are always good and keep them aside. And wherever you had challenges and you faced problems, you faced issues, and you really had gone through a tough time, make sure that you are not having complaining and whining about the situation and talk about how bad it was. Okay, we all know it was bad, and we all understand it, but what you need to do is, just take that situation in front of you and analyze and say that what is the key learning that I have got from this particular situation or challenges, and work, kind of, if you want to work with a therapist or a counselor or someone where you feel you're emotionally too much disturbed, please do so, and make sure that you are out of such situations and only key learnings remains with you when you close your 2020. And because I would say we all have three path in our entire existence. So that means you have a body, you have a mind, you have a soul. So as a whole person, we say we have three bodies, and one is the physical body, then the mental body, and the spiritual body. That's our soul. So we do a lot of things for our body. We look at our body, we say that we need to exercise, make us very, fit and strong. And we may go to the beauty parlors to make us beautiful. And, we do different types of haircuts, and men, the beard and everything. And so many different things. We go to the shopping and we buy good, attractive dresses to make us really look charming and, everything. But that is for the body. We do a lot of things for making our body so beautiful, healthy and strong and fit. But what about your mind? So what is that you need? Your mind always needs thinking, and its cognitive functioning has to be all the time attended to. That means how I'm feeling, how I'm thinking, what kind of a decision I'm taking, what kind of a mode I am in. Is it a complaining mode, whining mode, sad mode, frustrating mode, or a happy mode, or a relaxing mode, or whatever. So you need to be understanding how well your mind is being balanced. You can understand that, when you are eating all the junk food, that if you eat, your physical body get, affected. It's not good for your physical body. Similar way, the negative thinking or destructive thinking or such kind of a, the bad cognitive things, or, prolonged cognitive analysis and things like that, will be bad for your mind as well. And in your soul, when you are thinking, soul is all about wisdom, so you need to give them satisfaction by continuous learning and meditation, and when you are learned from the gurus or from books, your soul has been getting energized. So in taking care of the fitness of your physical body, your mental body, and your soul is very essential. So in the new year, please make sure that all three key areas are taken care of. Like, you go to a doctor for the physical fitness, you can go to a psychologist for your mental fitness, and you can do all the necessary checkups, and also as you go to the gym, and you can keep your personal groomer or a trainer to make your mind also kept in the right fitness level. Now, when you are analyzing your 2020, you close the doors of 2020, make sure that they close the 2020 door properly so that you don't have to get back and open the door again and search for things. Instead, close it, take the learning, put it in your reference system in your mind, and so that anytime you need something, you can just check and see that, okay, I am capable of handling, because I have a lot of information there which I can use it for my thinking and analyzing and taking a decision and problem solving in the future. Now, when you are in 2021, it's a new year, and I would suggest it's one good tool to manage yourself and keep yourself in control, keep your life in your control. This is something which I give my clients, and they always say that it's very, very useful for them to keep their life in their control and feel that they are making some progress in their life. And this particular tool is called a life or death journal, which help you to understand whether you have lived or you died on a particular day. So what needs to be done is you take a journal, that means a diary or a book which is very pleasing to you. So you keep that book and take every day that book in the evening. You look at your life. Maybe you have started your day 8 o'clock, and then evening 8 o'clock, or in the morning 6 o'clock you have started, then evening 6 o'clock. It's like 24 hours day. You can take your life, and you can say you split that 24 hours into different fragments or different sections, and where you say 8 hours for work, 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for other things like your exercises, personal care, your family time, your learning time, all those areas, your relaxation time, your prayer time. You can see what you want to do with that time, but make sure that at least 8 hours you sleep. A healthy adult requires minimum 8 hours sleep, or 6 to 8 hours sleep. Some people require less time, but never sleep more than 8 hours. So when you're working, maybe some people work 10 hours, not 8 hours, and it's all up to you. But you need to understand how this ratio is, or how you spend your time on each area. And when you are looking at a life and death journal, there are two sections. Like, did I live or did I die? That is analysis that you are doing. So what is life? Life is all about progress, some achievement, some growth, some development. Am I right? So there is energy there. What is death? Death is stagnation. There is a coldness and stillness, and there can be decay. So I'm slowly decaying myself. There is no energy. Energy flow is completely off. So we need to understand, how did I spend my whole day, in that particular sections, in the whether I lived or whether I died. So in the book, when you are looking at it, maybe you're already using journals, and you can additionally mark these modes. But if you are not using journal, I would say it is a very good idea to use a journal, and so that you can be in control of your life. And when you are considering the life mode, let me tell you that it is not how much how much time I spend on each thing, or it is not kind of a time blocking or anything. But here what you're saying, which mode I was predominantly in on that particular day. So like a mode can be in the life mode. We know that it is more of movements and energy and progress and everything. So life mode can be a progress mode, an achievement mode, a learning mode, or an experiment mode, a review mode, or analytical mode, or a grateful or gratitude mode, achievement mode, celebration mode, your rehabilitation mode, rebuilding mode, and fueling mode, or anything, like when you have your peaceful mode, even you can say that, like your relationship building mode, whatever it is, so when you are into such kind of modes, you can say that, okay, I'm living, there is something is happening, there is a progress happening, I'm either personally benefiting, or in the professional way, or economic way, or social way, or family way, I am benefiting. But what is the death mode then? The death mode is that you have not lived at all. In that, if you say a death mode is that nothing happened in your life, you are killing the time, you are killing all your resources, you wasted everything, you wasted your time, you wasted your resources, you wasted your energy, you wasted your intelligence, like completely engaged in video games or all the social media sites, and just spending time, or like all the time on the bed and lazy and not doing anything. Sometimes it happens in everyone's life, your life or my life. But the best part is that when you die, please don't feel upset about it. You know that if you don't resurrect from that death, decay can happen. So you don't want to destroy yourself. You don't want to be in that death zone for long time. So the best part is that you can have a resurrection for death. And if you think that you have died on a particular day for at least for 1 hour or 2 hours, or the whole day, it doesn't matter. What you need to do is, please don't regret, please don't feel bad about it. Rather, you say that, yes, I accept that I died, and what is your resurrection plan for the next day? So when you plan it for the next day, you can see that, you feel really good about it, and you are again getting into a life mode, or you're a living mode. Okay, so make sure that your living mode is always there, and your death mode is, even if you have a death mode more, reduce it. So living mode is slowly increased and your death mode is slowly reduced, and that way you can help yourself. And make sure that you have a life mode, or you live for your day that's been really taken care of, and you understand how your day is spent for yourself, and why you spend that day, and how you achieve all your set goals and plans in your life. And when you are living, make sure that there is all these modes are there, and you're going through all this mode that I have mentioned earlier. But in the evening before you go to bed, make sure that you are only in the grateful or gratitude mode. Never be in any other mode, because when you are in a gratitude mode, you are just looking at your life and say that why you feel really thankful to the universe, or to the people, for everything that you have got, and take even small things to be grateful for, and just only say that before you go to bed. So if any other disturbing thoughts comes, say to those thoughts that I have already got the whole day, I had time, so if there is anything pending, I will look it into tomorrow, not today. But after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, before I go to bed, 1 hour before, I make sure that I'm relaxed, I'm keeping my cool, my calm, and then I'm only thinking about my gratitude mode. I'm only entering into a gratitude mode, and then so that I can be peaceful and happy when I go to my bed and sleep. Maintaining a life or death journal will help you to control and manage your life pretty well. And everyday management, in a consistent management in a physical way, can, it become your practice. And when you do consistently, your mind also will start to, connect with it, and a pattern is formed. And later stage, you may not require a book to do this life or death journaling. You can do it in your mind. And, like as a routine, when you go to bed, you can have the gratitude modes to be peaceful and happy, and you go to bed with, and you get a very good sleep as well. So investing and building yourself and your life is the most essential area you should consider seriously. And you can listen to Hidden Power podcast to make your personal transformation easy and flawless. This is your host, Dr. Susan Koruthu. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, live well and laugh more. May God bless us all.